Hello everyone, my name is Neha and today we are going to discuss a very important and interesting topic of class 8, that is microorganisms, friends and foe. All of you have seen several kinds of organisms around you, but there are some other organisms which we can't see with our naked eyes because of their size. They are very small in size and are called as microorganisms or microbes. You might have observed that during rainy season the moist bread get covered with greenish white patches all over it. Have you observed these patches carefully? If not, then observe these patches with the help of a magnifying glass and you will find very tiny structures present in these patches. These structures are actually microorganisms or they are called as microbes. But all microorganisms you can't see with the help of these magnifying glasses. For these you need a special instrument or device called as microscope. So we can define microorganisms as small organisms which we can't see with our naked eyes. They can be seen only with the help of a microscope. Microorganisms are unicellular and sometimes they are multicellular too. They can be found all alone or they may exist in the colonies. There are basically four types of microorganisms. They are bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoans. Nowadays a name that is very common is coronavirus. Any one of you have seen this virus with your eyes? No, because viruses are also microscopic and we can't see them with our naked eyes, but they are a little bit different from the microorganisms as they reproduce only inside the body of the host organisms like bacteria, plants or animals. Viruses are responsible for causing many diseases and one of the most common diseases caused by the viruses are cough and cold. Now you all know that what are microorganisms. So a question comes in our mind that where do microorganisms live? So microorganisms can be found everywhere on this planet Earth. They can survive in extreme conditions. They can be found in very ice cold regions, in very hot springs. They can be found in desert as well as in marshy lands. Even they are also found inside the bodies of the animals including us. Now let us discuss that why microorganisms are called as friend. On the other hand, they are called as foe. So microorganisms play a very important role in our day-to-day life. All of you have eaten curd at your home. Do you know how the milk gets converted into curd? This happens because of the presence of a bacterium called lactobacillus which actually reproduce in milk and helps to convert milk into curd. Beside these, all of you have eaten idli and dosa at your home and you have observed that your mother prepares the batter one night before making the idli and dosa. This is done because the batter gets fermented and the idli and dosa becomes soft. So this is also a very important use of microorganisms. Beside these, microorganisms are used on a large scale in the commercial production of the alcohol and the wine, and the process by which the alcohol and wines are made is called as fermentation. Microorganisms are also used in the manufacturing of the medicines which are very important for us and they are called as antibiotics. These medicines actually kills or stop the growth of disease causing microorganisms. Microorganisms are also used for increasing the fertility of the soil. Actually, the microorganisms fix atmospheric nitrogen which results in the increase in the fertility of the soil and so they are called as biological nitrogen fixer. These are some of the common uses of microorganisms in our day-to-day life. But beside these uses, microorganisms are also harmful for us because they causes many diseases in animals and as well as in plants too. So the microorganisms responsible for causing diseases are called as pathogens, and these pathogens enter our body through the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food that we eat. They can also be get transmitted through they can also be transmitted through a person suffering from the diseases, and so that we can also get suffered. Some of the common diseases caused by the microorganisms are tuberculosis, polio, chickenpox, cholera, and typhoid. Microorganisms are also responsible for causing diseases in plants, because of which the yield or the production of the plant decreases. So, this is a brief discussion about what are microorganisms, the type of microorganisms, and why they are called as friend and foe. I hope all of you found this video helpful. Thank you and have a nice